Yeah, my boredom's getting the best of me. Going crazy. I'd say it's going pretty well. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, isn't that the truth? I agree with you 100%, Lisa. That's an understatement. Hey, Kay, how you doing? Yeah, it's two of us. I got you covered, losing it on the up north part. Going fucking crazy. All right, at least that's a good sign. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? It really does. I mean, who's shitting who? Yeah, I believe that. Like, goddamn animals are smart. There was some video on YouTube where it showed a bunch of animals going downtown somewhere because there were no people there. I don't blame them. You know, it is boring, but when you read the news and you really check out these articles, it's also depressing for like other people. You know, just like getting sick with this bullshit. I saw one lady in Flint, Michigan, lost her son and her husband. Over stupid ass flu. I go from like, weathering the storm to just going and find that damn virus and inhaling it and getting it over with. You know, because usually when you're in the thick of things and you're like having a typical day, it's like, well, tomorrow will be another day. The work week starts. I'll get back on it. Not now. I think I'm like the worst personality to like handle this stuff. Hey, Odyssey, how you doing? Hey, Davey. Yeah, where you been lately? Good. How you doing? You're up late tonight. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, you're right. It's hard to put yourself in other people's shoes. Okay. You know. Yeah, sorry about that with your daughter. You know, to you it seems like a big deal, but to your daughter, this is just like the way it is. And it's like a, remarkable time that you should celebrate. It's weird. Yeah, I know how that goes. You get on that Remeron, and you'll be fine, baby. Now I can sleep. Actually, my sleep's been pretty good lately, but I'm just up here. I mean, when you got to get up for something, your sleep, you got to get to bed at a decent hour. But when you don't, what the hell? Might as well stay up until you feel like going to bed. It's one big, like, 24-hour cycle that doesn't mean shit because there's no stop time. Yeah, sleep is very complex. Daisy wants to go to bed. She's bugging me now. I will, hon. I'll be going. I'll be going to bed soon, honey. Damn dog wants me to go to bed. I'll be going to bed. Good girl. Yeah, right. Pretty much go to bed in a minute, okay? Just take your time. Yeah, at least I believe that. It's just it's stressful, even if it's not affecting you as like other people. Quiet, Daisy. Oh, well. I will, hon. I will. You want to go and go pee-pee? You want to go and go pee-pee? What? You want to go and go pee-pee? Come on. One, hurry up. One. I know. Daisy hates the rain. It's raining out. Yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah, Daisy's a good dog. By far, I've had a lot of dogs, and she's definitely the smartest dog I've ever had. I didn't even want a dog when I took her. Actually, when the lady gave me to her, I called her about 3 days later. It's like, you sure you can't find somebody else to take this dog? Yeah, it's all right, Heather. It's a different time now. I mean, all bets are off. If you lived near me, I'd take your daughter's senior pictures for you. They'd be better, and I wouldn't charge you. Oh, I've had a million dogs, bunch of pit bulls, all sorts of strays, rescues, you name it. I went through the court system with pit bulls and represented myself, sued the city of Dearborn, the police department, ended up suing some neighbors. I had some sweetheart dogs, but I fought them till the bitter end and eventually won, but it was a 5-year court battle. It wasn't bad for me because I represented myself, but it cost the city about 80 grand. I wouldn't own an aggressive dog. She is a cashier at a grocery store, Coward. She recognized my YouTube channel and asked me one time when I was in there checking out if I'd take her down to Detroit with me. I kind of did the grand tour with her. I did the Packard plant, the Catholic Church, and the Heidelberg, all in one day. So like a 12-hour day. Yeah, that's not cool, okay. Hey, Simple Life, how you doing? You know, I've fooled around with this photography stuff my whole life, and you know, I did it professionally for a while, got out of it. I don't like doing stuff for hire, and then, but I've always done it for myself. And when I decided to print portraits this summer for like the working girls to kind of raise some revenue for them, I you know, bought a camera that I normally wouldn't have bought only because I wanted to print. And I tell everybody I know, you want any family portraits, animal portraits, no problem, man, I'll do them for nothing. Yeah, blues. I don't mind promoting somebody's channels, but not when they're that ignorant. It's a chat, Robert. What do you think it is? Bacon cookies class? Dumbass. Yeah, I do it for anybody free. Actually, I'd like to go down to Detroit and just set up a table down in like those poor areas and just buy like SD cards and take like 20 pictures of each kid and just give them the SD card so they have a high resolution professional shot. They can do whatever they want with it, put it on their computer, print it, whatever. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I wish, Denise, I would have known you were down there. I'd have told you to give them some money and I'd have reimbursed you. Yeah, I don't mind people promoting their channel. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. But when they're that ignorant about it, I kick their ass off. Yeah, I was going to go to sleep, and then I just kind of stayed up, started fooling around with videos. And I realized that I can take about 90 minutes on a live chat. After that, I just kind of like phase out. How you doing, Paul? There's a really good group, something country club. They're a bunch of singers in South Australia. They're excellent. They're on YouTube. Oh, I got a lot of haters big time. It just comes with the territory. I don't really care though, because there's nothing they can do to me. Yeah, you remember that? I never really did that. I kind of leave it on for other people to do. What do you mean you wouldn't take my money? Oh, you mean to give to Maddie and Gerald? Yeah, they're decent people. These people think that's the way you should promote your channel, but it's really pretty ineffective because they get blocked and deleted. And then I just ask people, would you mind if I put a link to my channel? And I'd say no. I'm not sure what you mean, Denise. What are you talking about? Gave who a shout out? Oh, okay, Paul. Good luck to you. Yeah, dog's a great dog. Yeah, how you doing now, Paul? Yeah, I definitely. It's just the way it goes. I don't give a shit about the haters. They'd never confront me face to face like that. I tell them where I'm at on lives in Detroit. They're all a bunch of pussies. Bunch of white trash idiots, usually. Almost all of those haters came because I wasn't interested in collaborating with them. I don't need an idiot on board. What market did you run into Maddie at? Yeah, she's a lunatic. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, animals are cool. Hey, Steve, good morning. Yeah, a lot of people can't sleep. They just stay up and party. We're supposed to get some crappy weather this week, down to the 20s. Yeah, a lot of people were up. That's good. Yeah, at least we got something to do. Can you imagine this shutdown without the internet? Hey, Paul. From Terminal. Wow. So the cancer is back or it isn't, Paul? Hey, Steve, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, we've had some pretty good days. Good, sexy. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the holidays, to tell you the truth. I mean, I wouldn't say I lived a Christian lifestyle. So it's just another day to me. Oh, is that what she meant? She wasn't going to see if it's back. Go ahead, do it, Paul. I understand why you'd be scared about that. What would make you think that it wasn't still in remission? Yeah, you'd be all right. Yeah, it's a sweet dog, Daisy. Yeah, that's kind of true, Denise. Oh, that's great, Kay. Yeah, how you doing, Cross Up? Yeah, just sitting out here dicking around. Paul, let us know how you're doing. I wish the best for you. Yeah, I'm glad to have the energy back. Yeah, chemo, when you become educated about it, it saves a lot of people. Yeah, she was a super smart dog at 8 months, just an unusual dog. Hey, Maribel, how are you? Where you been? Yeah, I'll run into you one of these days, Denise. The weather's got crappy here, raining, cold. Supposed to be shitty for a couple days. We're going to get some cold weather down to the 20s. Yeah, Paula, hang in there. Hey, freaking Reagan, how you doing? Hey, John. Paula, email me and let me know how you're doing. You need somebody to talk to. I'll give you my phone number. You can give me a call. Wishing the best for you. Yeah, that's what they say. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, even up here. Yep. Yeah, I couldn't handle that Texas. No way. I didn't like Florida. At least Texas is dry heat. I got dropped off hitchhiking one time in Katy, Texas, and I thought I'd never get out of there. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, Davey. Oh wow, simple life. Yeah, as I've said before on chats, there's been about 5 times I was either too early or too late on tornadoes. I mean, that doesn't mean I'd have gotten killed or anything like that, but I barely missed about 5 in my life. Good, freaking Reagan. Oh, you know it, man. At least in the case of tornadoes, I weathered a couple of hurricanes, but hurricanes aren't shit, really. It's just inconvenient. It rains like for 10 days. Can't do shit, flooding. But it's not like a tornado. Isn't that the truth, Denise? Me too. Oh, okay, Heather. It gets humid there in Houston, huh? Yeah, everything's boring now, sexy. You know, the future's in limbo. Yeah, I like snowstorms. Yeah, we get a couple up here in a freak year, but they're really out of gas. They're not like those monsters that rip through Oklahoma. Hailing, no kidding, Steve. Wow. Yeah, hurricane. I've been through two of them. Not that big a deal. I mean, they're a pain in the ass and they do wreck things, but yeah. You know, but Denise, you probably realize that it's like legitimate laughter you're looking for, not just some Band-Aid bullshit because of the way things are. Oh, no kidding, huh? Well, some of the places I see where the numbers are going down. Oh, that makes sense, Crossman. Oh, no kidding, sexy, really? Is that strict? Yeah, right, David. I mean, I don't live a Christian lifestyle, but for the Christians out there, if you read Revelations, I hate to admit it, it seems accurate as hell. I mean, it's more comfortable to believe in things that you don't think are real. Man, you read Revelations, my God, they nailed it. I mean, there's no way generally you get 36 chatters at 2:20 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, normally. Terrible, Steve, the worst. Oh, Detroit's real high up there, freaking Rican. No kidding, Davey. That sounds like a negligent carnival operator. It does seem like that, sexy. Yeah, no kidding. Denise, you live down where? Detroit? Hi, baby, good girl. Yeah, we're gonna go to bed soon. We're gonna go to bed, so we're gonna go to bed soon, okay? Yeah, they probably didn't think it was happening. No, I do sleep, man. I thought, fuck it tonight. You know, sleep schedule doesn't mean anything when you're not working and this damn bullshit governor's orders is going. Okay. Yeah, sexy. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah, I believe that. It makes sense, Paul. Oh, good for you, Denise. Are you working down there, Denise, now, right now, or not? Yeah, good for you. Take some Remeron, freaking Rican. Get a hold of that. Sleep like a baby. Oh, okay, sexy. Oh, okay, Denise. Wow, 16 years. You know, I never really cared for that place. I didn't think the food was that good and it's too dark in there. Big time freaking Rican. Huge. Gets stricter every week. I mean, one good ray of light is, and that is that we're on this chat. I mean, not my chat specifically, but just so we can get on and bullshit. Imagine 50 years ago, be talking to the walls. Yeah, we're under a huge lockdown. Yeah, I just didn't care for it. A lot of restaurants, you'd be surprised like that place in Mexican Fiesta in Dearborn Heights, not authentic at all. But the truth of it is the average white guy, he doesn't want authentic. He wants mozzarella cheese. He doesn't want too much spice. If you're looking at it from a capitalistic standpoint, white people don't want authentic Mexican food. They think they do, but they don't. They bitch about it being too spicy. Right, Davey? Yeah. You don't think so, Heather? Yeah, I agree, freaking Rican. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Simple Life. Probably is. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, it's interesting, Heather. 85. God, I pray to God I don't live that long. I'm glad I'm not your age, Davey. Well, I read a pretty in-depth article today by a Harvard epidemiologist, And boy, this does not look good. Yeah, that'd be great, Denise. Sure. Appreciate it. Paul, email me at tomreed, TOMREED. I'll write it down for you here. Reed, 1956. You email me and I'll email you my phone number. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You can call me anytime or whatever I can do for you. You need any money or anything? You okay that way? Denise, are you okay financially down there? You doing okay? No, okay, Paul. Oh, okay. You know, I don't even look at my emails anymore because I get so many of them. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but between the stalkers and just weird questions. Yeah, well, it's maybe isn't terminal. I mean, if you look at life in general, it's terminal. So hang in there. No, I'm fine. No, I'm doing fine. No, thank you. No, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah, that's that herd theory, freaking raking. That would work good for young people and healthy people. I mean, I'm scared for other people, not myself. I mean, I fit the perfect profile of someone that could get it, minus the bad health. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I just hate to see people suffer this way. I mean, if I got it, it'd be no big deal. I mean, I'd worry about Daisy getting a good home, but it's not like I have kids or a girlfriend or a wife or something. Wouldn't be that big of a thing. But for people that have people that depend on them, that's who I feel bad for. Yeah, I'd offer you money if you need some. Yeah, sure. Go away. Yeah. No, I'm fine. Thank you, Denise. If you need anything, let me know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I appreciate it, but I'm really not that type of personality. You know what I mean? If I could see the end coming down the pike, I'd find a place for Daisy, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I appreciate it. It really is freaking Regan. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's unprecedented. Yeah, I think about that too, Paul. I'd take care of your dog if that happened. Yeah, I agree, freaking Regan. Yeah, you're right. I mean, in any reasonable sense of the word. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I appreciate it, Davey. I don't have any fear, man. I really don't. It's weird. I think it's mental illness. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I was thinking today, earlier, I definitely have my enemies. If people are in need, or they're nice, or they're unprivileged, or animals, I'm a good guy. But if you're a stalker, a harasser, a bullshitter, I'm a motherfucker. I swear to God. I'll peg out the needle on both ends. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, a lot of people take Daisy. That'd be great. The problem is Daisy would be a hard dog to acclimate to a new owner. Daisy ignores other dogs. It's weird. It's not like she'd be aggressive. It's so strange. You're young, Davy, though. I mean, you have a different outlook than I do. I'm at the end of the road. Honestly, I'm glad I'm at the end of the road. Man, if this bullshit keeps happening, I'd hate to be 20 years old. Well, if you look, they really don't have too many followers. They never quite get 1,000. They get 600 or 700 very quickly, and then it kind of dies out. And they have no content, so those channels don't last long. Yeah. I was supposed to interview her, and I just kind of blew it off. That's my guess. That's usually how these things start. Scorn women. You don't have any interest in them. You don't. Their story sounds like bullshit. You don't want to hear it. I probably am a failure at letting people down slowly. Yeah, okay, David. Yeah, it gets them all. They. If you took a good person and a bad person, the hater would develop a channel quicker, up till about 600 or 700 subscribers, and then it just dies. They never have any longevity with regard to success. They don't have any content. If you look at like 100%, there's like 7% of haters that are just miserable people that jump on that bandwagon, and then it dies. Yeah, they all do. Ollie did, her daughter did. They just don't last. Yeah, that's true, Denise. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. How did Maddie look today, Denise? They're totally screwed, She-Wolf. No Johns, no money, dope sick. Terrible. That's because they put Chosen One in their header. That's why, freaking. That's why. If you put Chosen One, you start a channel, you get a bunch of views too. It's so stupid. Oh, good for you, hey, Paul. Put your links to my videos to your channel, and I'll approve them. And it'll help you build your channel. I tell everybody all the time, hey, DJ. I tell people all the time that it's all shit luck. I have the most amateur version channel that there could be. And once a couple videos take off, you're home free. And like I've said a million times, if it wasn't for the working girls, I'd have no channel. So I'm partial to them. Nobody gives a flying fuck about, not on a commercial level, of Daisy or moons or suns or snowstorms or lighthouses or any of that shit. Yeah, they're really strange, freaking Rican. What's that, John? I mean, I got into YouTube like around 2007, something like that. People that subscribers, Heather. Yeah, it's a great dog, Daisy. So once you get a couple videos that take off, you're home free. I mean, there's I I tell people all the time, if you're trying to start a channel, put links to your channel on mine. I'll approve them. I mean, it's a joke that I have 115,000 subscribers. YouTube just went through a clearing thing where they get rid of false subscribers through bots. So I think I've got like 114,900. It's a total joke. It's bullshit. The same videos that you watch are the videos that I had that nobody watched for years. You know, you get what you pay for. Yeah, Denise, yeah, sure, appreciate it. Yeah, contact me anytime. If I can, anything I can do to help you, I will. Yeah, I do too, freaking. I just get a sick feeling over it. No, I didn't get my plaque because, as it turns out, you know, I don't trust YouTube, to be honest with you. They're a fickle, weird company. Even if you look at their terms of service, you never know what they're going to do. I got turned off by them because they were, you know, when they were deciding to crack down on people, I had one video where I had fed 2 baby blackbirds, and I made a joke that I was making crystal meth. But when you clicked on the video, I was making baby food for 2 blackbirds. They gave me a strike for that. And then I got a strike for a girl that I was walking down 4th Street that flashed her breast. Honestly, when I uploaded it, I didn't even see her do that. I got a strike for that. And they said one more strike, and then I was going to get my channel canceled. So I wrote them and said, hey, fuck you. First of all, I mean, you know, those are bullshit deals. You want to give me a warning and ask me to clean up my videos, I will. But get fucked. You know, I was going to go down swinging. Well, I never got another strike, and hung around there, but I don't really trust YouTube. So as it turns out with this stupid plaque, if you get some kind of code and you got to cut and paste this code, fuck them. It's not that important to me. If they were a legit place that, you know, basically they're rewarding themselves for having their algorithms make my channel get 114 or 15,000 subscribers. So I don't give a shit about it. I'm not jumping through any hoops. If that's the litmus test for success, they should have just sent me the plaque in the mail. I'm not going to dot any more I's and cross any more T's. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey, Crystal, how you doing? They did change a lot, which I don't blame them. I mean, you just can't have a bunch of racist, crazy, white supremacist pedophiles posting whatever they want on YouTube. I mean, it has to be regulated. I mean, I get that. I mean, they're kind of turning it into the family channel, which, hey, it's their server. I mean, without YouTube, we wouldn't be talking right now. So on one hand, I'm grateful. On the other hand, I also realize that it could be lights out any day, even though I run kind of a vanilla channel. You remember that freaking Rican, the Wild West? Isn't that the truth? Yeah, you're exactly right. That's a tool rental place in the daytime. They rent power tools. It's not cops. There must be some moisture on the window because it's unfocused. Oh, no, it's interesting, She-Wolf. No kidding. You know, I don't know. I live in a rural area with virtually no cases, 200 miles north of Detroit, but Detroit is a hotbed. Remember that, though. I can't emphasize it enough. If you want to get your, hey BJ, if you want to, if you got a channel you're trying to start out, you definitely want to put links to my videos. I'll approve them so people can know about your channel and subscribe. You mean, Johnny, you talking about my cameras? Yeah, I saw that She-Wolf. That's scary. Oh, okay, it's up alive. Huh. Hey, Lion, how you doing? Well, on the videos, I use a Sony AX53, which, to be honest with you, I'm not happy. I used a Canon HF-G30 before, which I liked much better, but they pissed me off, wanted to rip me off on a repair, so I just compulsively went out and bought a Sony. I like everything about it, but it's low light capability, so I'm going to sell it. On my still photography, I do a Nikon D850. I'm going to sell this Sony just because, I do a lot of airplanes at night, and I'm just not happy with it. I mean, it was half as much as the Canon, but the Canon G60 or G50 now, it's $899 with a $200 rebate or something like that, right around there. So I'm going to sell this Sony and go back to the Canon, even though I'm pissed at the company. You know it. She's a prime candidate. I'll tell you what gets you is type 1 diabetes, COPD, and being overweight. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yeah. I've had people tell me that before, but I mean, I would like to have it. I've checked out an internet radio station where I could do questions and answer, but honest to God, man, I tell it like it is. And I love being out in the streets asking questions. I really do. I must get some endorphins that get released when I'm out there like a drug addict or an alcoholic. Because I'll put in a 14 or 16-hour day for a whole week down there, staying in a hotel and loving every minute of it. You get lucky, I guess. Thank you. Oh, Detroit is like crazy freaking raking. Look at Detroit stats. That's the way I look at it. The way I look at the women is. Oh, thank you, John. I've had my own mental illness difficulties in a big way, and I don't think they're any different than I am. I don't think anybody that has it all together voluntarily ruins their life by injecting heroin. So I swear, I'm 100% honest with you. When I'm down there, I'm never thinking in the back of my mind that they're any less than I am. And if I can help them, I would. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. I don't consider it any benevolent act, too. I mean, I'm still not going to take credit for doing anything good. I don't think I'm doing anything bad, but I haven't exactly pulled people out by the droves into a better life. I don't think I'm capable or trained to do that. I would if I could. Yeah, she's an absolute weirdo freaking Rican. Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, it was a nice video. Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, I did. I wish the best for Geraldine, man. I really do. It goes to show you when you look at the comments on their videos that racism is alive and well, although you'll learn that very quickly if you have your own YouTube channel. They break it all down. Sex, age, race. No, freaking Rican, I would still help Kelly if I could. I mean, what happens, be honest with you, what happens is Kelly's just went out of her way to cause me trouble when I did nothing but help her. She thinks I'm getting rich, I'm making a bunch of money, which is absolutely not true. She went to the police and told them some bullshit about me murdering these damn working girls, which is not true. And I find that if I'm away from her for some time, she just left me a message about 2 weeks ago saying that if there's anything she could do to help me, she would. On one hand, it's the peril of the addict. On the other hand, I mean, she's went out of her way to try and derail my channel and to get it canceled and interview with some of these people that have tried to wipe me out for no legitimate reason. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but I kind of appreciate her being an addict and having a daughter that's doing the same thing she is. I mean, God knows what kind of havoc that wreaks on a person's mind. So it seems to me like after some time goes by, I cut her some slack and I'm willing to help her again. Nuts. Okay, it's really good. Yeah, I don't really, Heather, I don't think that I'd really agree with it being as simple as a choice. It's a complex myriad of conditions that cause people to get there. Yeah, it's nuts, freaking Rican. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, kind of a split personality. I would agree with that, BJ. Yeah. Hey, Tweety, how you doing? Glad you showed up this late. I don't think Kelly believes what she says about me when she's in a negative mood. Kelly doesn't really think that. She does in Simple Life. I think she was complicit, freaking Rican. If you look at the definition of complicit, I think it fits her to a T. Yeah, you're right, Davey. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I tell it like it is, man. I mean, I've admitted 100% like my own mental health issues. And you're never going to catch me in a lie. And it sounds like I'm a good guy from being forthright and telling you that. But the truth of it is, I'm at the end of the road. I can afford to be honest. I'm not looking for a job. I don't need any money. I'm at a place where I don't want anything from you. So I can afford to be honest. It's just not like I'm a super honest guy. I can afford to be honest. That's different. You're right, Heather, and that's exactly it. You know it, BJ. Yeah, I think so, Davey. I think she knows what the deal is. I think that's probably over and done, freaking Rican. I think it's just drug addiction. That'd be my guess. I mean, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, I mean, you can just imagine being the mother of a child, and 30 years goes by, and your daughter's doing the same thing you are, and it's got to just fuck with your mind, big time. Unless you're a sociopath, and it wouldn't bother you. I think you might be right, Davey. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, but again, freaking Rican, you can just if you consider the dynamic of what's going on down there. I mean, who else? I mean, I could drive around Detroit till the day I died, and I'm not going to find another scenario like Kelly and her daughter. So in that sense, it's unique and remarkable, and also it's just off the charts, crazy. To allow that to happen and to still be there after this much time, you kind of got to feel sorry for her. Well, I think it backfired on Kelly. She thought when this goddamn goofy Ollie and her psycho daughter in Las Vegas was saying that I was getting rich and killing girls that I was interviewing, she thought she'd get on the bandwagon and it bit her in the ass. It didn't seem that way at the beginning, but after a couple months, it just fell flat on its ass, and none of them are doing shit. Ollie used to come on the chats and just talk crazy about giving blowjobs and just inappropriate, stupid shit. And somebody clued me in early on that that was Laura, that other psycho that's always fucking with me. That was her daughter. So the minute I found that out and put two and two together, plus the craziness she talked on the chat, I blocked her. And it was all total harassment since then. Well, I don't think it's affected the strip too much. I am going to go down there as soon as I can. But it's like, you know, when you're down on the Michigan Avenue stroll, you're basically at rock bottom already. It's hard to get much lower. I will do that, but it isn't going to be anything profound or dramatic or remarkable. It's going to be the stroll minus less drugs. Yeah, Heather, I would agree with that. I think you're right. No, Laura. It's Laura. Laura is Ollie's daughter. I don't want to just pull shit out of my ass, Tweety. I don't know. From what I'm told, it's dead down there. So I think the customer base is shrunken, but that's conjecture. I don't want to just make up shit. Oh yeah, they're totally busy all the time. People have a lot of misnomers with regard to the customers of these women. I'll tell you, I've witnessed it myself a million times. It's guys in suits on their way to work. It doesn't seem to matter that they have sores on their face and they're not very healthy looking, and they're always customers. Yeah, I think Marguerite's very vulnerable. I had welding gloves, John, and took a couple of weeks. Then she just came around from that. I wouldn't say it was training. It's just she couldn't bite me any longer. I still don't 100% trust Daisy with strangers. Same with kids. When the kids are out, I make sure I bring her in. I don't think she'd run over and bite them, but I don't trust them to come over and like grab her and then not get bit. And once in a while, she tried to bite Tassie a couple months ago. So I'm always, careful with her. I wouldn't say it's training, I would say it was just, Daisy's smart. When I take her to the vet now, they want to put on welding gloves, put her in a straitjacket or something. They want me to give her medication before I go there so she doesn't bite them. I said, I'm not doing that. I'll hold her. You can give her the shot like the old days. But Daisy can be super aggressive. And this isn't a dog that just nips you and puts a little red mark on your skin. This is a dog that'll draw blood, bite a big chunk of flesh out of your leg. She can bite big time. She can hang off a towel, Daisy, like a pit bull. I don't know what goes through her mind on who she decides to be aggressive with, but I'm always careful with her. No way. If another dog comes around, she'll act like they're not even there, but if they get aggressive, she'll go to town on them as well. Yeah, simple life, I don't know. I went with the lady that got her in a snowstorm up in Gaylord, Michigan. And the kids were there. It was kind of sad, really. The kids were saying, take good care of Daisy. They had got Daisy at a shelter. I really don't. Yeah, she's a great dog. Yeah, sweetheart dog. But around strangers, like It's funny. I mean, they say dogs have this sixth sense. There's some place, like there was a coffee place that got shut down here, a little tiny place in the bank parking lot. Those girls pet Daisy on the head, no problem. But there's other places I go, and you can see Daisy isn't willing to get petted. I can't figure out a pattern. Oh yeah, you could forget about grooming Daisy. I tried to get her groomed when I first got her, and they wouldn't do it. So she tried to bite him, and she bit the collar, and they couldn't get the muzzle on her. Blah blah blah. That's interesting, Heather. It took me 2 years where I could clip her nails. I mean, clip them comfortably. And like yesterday, Daisy's got like the most hair of any dog I've ever had. And the clippers don't really get the hair very good on her belly or her chest. So I cut it with scissors. And like yesterday, I went out and she lifts her leg up. I can trim it, no problem. Trim the hair on her chest, no problem. But boy, that wasn't like that at the beginning. Neither were the nails. I guarantee you a breeder couldn't, the groomer couldn't do it. Honestly, I can, Sherry, Tweety. She was starting a lot of, she's a gossip monger, a drama queen. And once I found out that's what was going on, I just blocked her. Daisy likes to go out and eat the deer poop, but I try to keep that from happening. I bought clippers and I have like a grooming table, so I just crudely trim Daisy. Yeah, that's how Daisy is, yeah. Yeah, Daisy loves her food. No, well, it's okay now, I mean, I can do anything to her. She's good about it. But it was a long time before she was comfortable with me trimming her nails. I mean, I could get it done, but it was a constant fight. And now it's like no big deal. She still doesn't like it, and I can trim her, no problem, give her a bath, no problem. Yeah, a stranger would definitely need to put a muzzle on. That's a good question, Simple Life. Daisy is really a muscular dog. Who were you talking to, Lion? Tweety, you're up late tonight. Yeah, she does that all the time, John. Yeah, every day I get her, give her a treat or get her a McDonald's hamburger patty, and I let her take it out of the wrapper. Yeah, she does. She likes unwrapping the food. Yeah, Daisy's yeah, she is like a linebacker mentality. I've had Daisy before where I've been in Detroit and there'll be like two pit bulls on chains that are just barking their ass off, snarling, looking at Daisy. She just sits there and looks at them. She doesn't react to like stuff. It's so weird. Gave up on what, David? Oh, okay, Lion. Yeah, she's a super smart dog. Yeah, even when Daisy was a puppy, she was like that. No, nothing bothers her. Fearless. Which makes me think she's part Lopso. They're like that too. They step on a Lopso, looks in a mirror, they see a lion, and that's how she acts. That's cool, David. Oh, okay, David. Loves to chase things. No, it doesn't chase cars at all. No, luckily. Every animal, bird, deer, whatever, rabbit, loves to chase them. Yeah, that's how it was for 2 years with Davy clipping her nails. Daisy's like got a weird body, real big chest, bow-legged. You know, her front legs are way wider than her rear, and she's also got big paws. I mean, she's got nails like a 70-pound dog, big feet. Yeah, I got these clippers where you can't cut back into the quick, BJ. I think she'd freak out with the grinder. Daisy can fight really hard, big muscular jaws. She can crash a rawhide in no time. Yeah, that's a good question, Tweety. Honestly, I hate to say it, but if I had to guess, I think that everything's going to be in limbo till the end of July, maybe the end of August. I read an epidemiologist report from Harvard today. He said that only 10% of the people that have this have been verified, which means that there's 90 more percent that we know about, that we already know about, that are out there, that are positive, that haven't suffered the effects. And my guess would be 250 to 300,000 deaths. I don't think you're going to see anything back to how it was before this happened till fall. The government is very sharp at, through history and how they sell things to the public. And I think they just are going to dole it out slowly. I hate to say that, but that's my belief. I mean, take Detroit as an example. I mean, they're dropping like flies in Detroit. Seriously. And this is very, very early on in the disease. Yeah, no symptoms. There's all sorts of carriers that are asymptomatic. You know, if you're 16 years old, you can be a carrier and it's never going to bother you a bit. You're walking around malls, fast food places, and everything else. I mean, after I read what this guy had to say, I thought about it in an entirely different vein. Not really simple life, no. No, yeah, I thought that too. You would have thought that the political aspect would have kept this from happening. But in a way, it's refreshing to see that sanity trumped capitalism. And I never thought I'd witness that in the United States. When it came down to the brass tacks, actually, the government stepped up. No, you never know, Maribel. It's true. You know, another thing I think about Maribel sometimes. I mean, if you took a nymphomaniac that was happily married, and she had as much sex as a working girl, you'd describe her as just an oversexed woman that had a happy marriage. But when you take and you change the equation to where someone charging for it, and there were strangers and they're making money to support a drug habit, that it's somehow different. But the only difference is what society puts on it with regard to a moral aspect. It's not like a young girl that's a heroin addict is going to wear out her organs from being sexually active. And to be honest with you, 90% of the time it's blowjobs. So even though it's bad and you wish it wasn't happening, it's not the end of the world. I wish they'd had a better life where they feel better about themselves. But it isn't like they're chopping years off their life because they're charging for sex. I think it will, Heather. I think it will be put in check and they'll eventually develop an antidote for it. Yeah, it's really kind of beautiful, Tweety. Yeah, I'm the same way, Tweety. I agree with you. I mean, it's really been refreshing to see government is doing exactly what they're supposed to do on the state and national level. And it's nice to see. We don't have a curfew, but you're very restricted, simple life, you know? I mean, the truth of the matter is the only thing that's worked without an antidote is keeping people away from each other. You got all these dumbasses like we've got in Michigan that were going to Home Depot and Menards and standing in line next to each other and getting paint. They thought that because they were buying shrubs and standing next to each other, it was okay. Well, it wasn't okay. If people weren't so fucking stupid, all these sanctions wouldn't need to be mandated. If you had everybody was intelligent, this wouldn't be this big of an issue. You could stop the virus in its tracks. But because people are self-centered, ignorant, stupid, the government had to crack down. I agree, Tweety. I agree with you 100%. I mean, we've got a new Democratic governor here who I would have never voted for, but I give her an A+ for what she's done with Michigan. I think she has super balls for coming out and doing what she did early on, for being a newly elected politician. Yeah, I think it's going to be longer than May, Tweety, unfortunately. But honestly, it basically comes down to is like we've got just so many idiots out there that there needs to be government intervention. If you could pitch to a person like you, Tweety, hey, look, this is the deal. This is how contagious this is. This is how fatal it can be. You would take it hook, line, and sinker, and that'd be the end of it. You'd stay home. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work that way with the majority of the idiots we've got out there driving around. Hey, Barb, how you doing? Hey, Ben. No, you can't fix stupid. That's exactly right. Yeah, you're right, Davey. Yep. I mean, there's still people out there that think that this is just a big misunderstanding. No, I know, yeah. No, I think you got a good chance of that. I mean, they're going to need to do that regardless. And that's a vital part of the American infrastructure. It isn't like you're selling life insurance. I think you'll be fine. Well, they're going to be pretty good. Before it gets back to normal, Heather, I think they're either going to come up with an antidote or they're going to realize that the numbers are so far down that you're not going to worry about it being transmitted from asymptomatic people to the people that are the most vulnerable. Yeah, Davey, it could have been the way he was raised, uneducated. You're probably attracted to him, but he came from uneducated parents. That'd be my guess. Yeah, I agree, freaking Regan, but I would also say that I think it's a possibility. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Well, he's lucky he's got you. Oh, that long, simple life. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this thing really caught everybody with their pants down. I mean, I don't think the feds should get an A for what they did, but I think when they realize the severity of it, I mean, unless it's affecting you locally, it's hard to really understand the full impact. Just Google as an example Detroit and look at the people. They're dropping like flies down there from 30 all the way up to 80 years old. Yeah, they may be smart, but that doesn't mean that they can't be ignorant, Davey. Because I don't know how you could be familiar with the nuances of the virus and still have that cavalier attitude. Yeah, I'm the same way, Barb. Yeah. I'm exactly the same way. I mean, this is very serious. Yeah, but Davey, I mean, there comes a point where you can understand how you wouldn't understand the severity of it initially, but all the data is out there right now. It's there for the taking. I mean, to think that way now, with the statistics out there now, it just doesn't make any sense. No, exactly right, freaking Regan. Yeah, you would be a high risk candidate. Yeah, well, he needs to get up to speed, Davey. And Davey, at your age and his age, it's really not that big of an issue. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know, sweetie. Tweety, you're still at the age where it's not that big of a deal. No, you're right, Tweety. That's exactly it. I think that's a possibility. No, that's not crazy. You're being responsible. And I think that anybody that knew you and your boyfriend would definitely think that you're way more mature than he is. Yeah, I think I could have had Tweety. Yeah. I also think I could have had serotonin syndrome from antidepressants. Hey, Barb. Yeah, no, I know. But I chalk that off to age, depression. But I think it was, I think I might have had that serotonin syndrome. I mean, you know how it is. They're pretty much across the board. There are all sorts of reasons why you can feel like shit. So at this age, with my mental health history, who knows? Yeah, a long time ago, Barb. Yeah, it's kind of an outdated medicine. Well, just see how it works. I mean, it's body chemistry, genetics, different people, respond to it different ways. You can get that genetic testing for about $200 now, Barb, even if your insurance company doesn't pay for it. And it tells you which antidepressants you would respond to. Oh, big time, Tweety, huge. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, for sure. Hey, Simya, how you doing? I don't think that I had it, only because I never had a fever, which is one of the main characteristics of it. Yeah, time to get off it, Barb. You're right, Tweety. That's exactly it, Tweety. This crazy, nutty Florida governor is thinking about allowing kids to go back to school. And they're saying now that medical workers are transmitting it to families because it's on their shoes from work. So I guess that would be a possibility with kids and their parents. I did, but I quit them all about 4 days ago, Crystal. But I've been on them all my whole life. I've taken all of them. You're not kidding, Barb. Yeah, but I wouldn't use that criteria to think that you have it, freaking Rican. That's exactly right, Davey, for the people he comes in contact with. You're right, Kay. I feel better. I'd say I feel better. On that damn Remeron, you have nightmares. Right, Davey. You don't have a problem, Davey. I'm feeling a lot better, Crystal. Yeah. Yeah, cold turkey. I mean, that's not the ideal way to do it, but just my personality. Hey, Superwoman. No, not manic. I got diagnosed with bipolar 2, but it turned out that happened to be not true, not accurate. I mean, if you look at these mental illnesses, they all kind of related. It's like a family reunion. It's not like etched in stone. There's similarities. If you look at the DSM-5, it's really diagnosis for insurance companies. I mean, if you've got problems with depression, you probably have problems with anxiety and all sorts of other shit. It's not compartmentalized like you'd think it would be. I think bipolar 2 is a total bullshit diagnosis. They say you only have to have mania once, which just seems asinine to me. Bipolar only would make sense because you could confirm it with multiple incidents. Hard to say. I never had any of those manic phases that I know of. I wish I would have had a couple. It wouldn't have been so bad. Last diagnosis I had was severe acute major depression. Yeah, me too, Shirley. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Oh, way to go, Davey. You're turning into a female Howard Hughes. That's a possibility, Davey, but don't forget it may be false. There may not be any objective reason to think that that's accurate. Don't just think of it because you think that may be a possibility. Find some science to back it. Oh, good for you, BJ. Yeah, Barb. Yeah, I mean everybody gets moody. If you have anxiety and depression, that's part of the illness. Hard to say, Tweety. I'd say probably not. I don't really, I can't really say, you know. I mean, I'd say no, but you know, maybe you could bring a objective third party in here and he'd say definitely, you know, but I don't think so. Oh, good, Davey. Yeah, that's good. Hey, Jetchy, how you doing? 9:30. Good morning. Yeah, it's possible, Tweety. Yeah, that's how my family was too, Kate. Don't feel bad. You're not alone. Right, Kate. Good, Jetchy. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, different Easter, that's for sure. Yeah, okay. Watch that ceiling fan. It'll dry out your air passages. Yeah, it's 3:30 here. 2 miles, Tweety. That's it. Right around the corner. Yeah, it's a cool view. You got any views like that near your house? Oh, okay, white noise. That's good. Don't have it blowing on you too. I have a buddy of mine, that's a doctor, that says that's how the majority of his patients catch pneumonia. He's totally against a fan blowing on you. Good night, Simple Life. Thanks for coming on late. Yeah, hoarding is definitely a mental illness. Yeah. Oh, hopefully, Dave. I mean, it's no big deal having a fan going. Just don't have it blowing on you. Yeah, right, Barb. Tweety, what are you doing now? Just staying up late at night and sleeping in? Yeah, let me have it. Yeah. On what? On what, Tweety? You know what I think I would do? I would get them all ready, Tweety. Edited and everything, and I'd keep them on the back burner. I don't think it would do you any good to upload them. Now, on the other hand, you're not going to get any views in any action with them sitting on your hard drive. So I don't really see a downside to uploads. I mean, I don't think anybody, you're not going to get any views when they're sitting on your computer. I don't think there's any real downside to uploading them. I really don't. I mean, it depends on how you think your videos appeal to viewers. If you think it appeals to people that are considering a cruise, I'd probably hold off. If you were thinking it was to people that just like cruises in general and wanted to get your take on your experience, I'd upload them. On a fan, I got a doctor buddy of mine that says, white noise is fine, but make sure that fan's not blowing on you. He thinks that's how the majority of his patients get pneumonia. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt, BJ. Yeah, well, again, Tweety, I think it's just on who you're trying to appeal to. I mean, you may just, be trying to appeal to the whole gambit of people that have an interest in cruises, whether they've been on one, going to go on one, not sure. I don't want to just pull info out of my ass. I don't really know for sure is the answer. But I think if I were you, I'd upload them. You can't hurt. Nobody's going to go on there and say, what's this upload, Nobody's taking cruises now. Why they sit on your hard drive, they're absolutely worthless. So, for, the expertise you have and the trips you've taken and the time you've taken to compile these videos, might as well upload them. I don't think it could get any worse. And not doing anything with them doesn't make sense. Yeah, definitely not having a fan blowing on you. No way. Yeah, pneumonia. That's true. This doctor I know says that's how the majority of his patients catch pneumonia, fan blowing on. No, you're right, Davey. That's exactly it. Yeah, no, I would do it, Tweety. I mean, even if you want to split hairs on it, you know how you can upload them and then not make them public? Go through all the skullduggery of, having them up there when all you have to do is click them to be public. I would at least do that. Yeah, you're right, Heather. Hot flashes, that's it. Yeah, it still doesn't mean you should put a fan on you. Hey, Michaela, how are you? Right, Davey, yeah. Oh, that's good. Thank you. No, it's liberating, Kay. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Tweety. But I mean, I don't think anybody is sitting at home thinking that I'm never going to take a cruise again. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that are going to think when this bullshit's over, I'm going to take a cruise. And for that, they would find value in your videos. Hey, Skipper B, how you doing? Southern Illinois. Carbondale. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Right, Danny. Yeah, you're right. Why do you say that, Kay? Yeah, even if they can't go on one now, they'll go on one later. Oh, Kansas City, Missouri. Right. You're right, BJ. No, you're right. But just think of the deals you're going to get, Tweety, on your cruises. Just think of the prices. Christ, they may be paying you. If I were you, Tweety, I would try and get sponsors through cruise lines. The time is right. I'd contact the cruise lines that I'd been on. And I'd say, hey, I love your cruise. I was on it myself. I've uploaded videos. Would you consider sponsoring me? They're desperate. End of July, end of August, Superwoman. 250 to 300,000 dead. Tweet any all the help they can get. Your videos can do that. You got them by the balls. Who is this idiot? No, you don't need to be. Your videos speak for themselves. I mean, you portray cruises as the way to go. In a way, you're at a head start. Yeah, that's what I say, Superwoman. Oh yeah, Heather, big time. Yeah, they're all shut down pretty much, except the fast food to go. Tweety, it depends how you market it. I contact those cruise ships, the companies whose cruise ships you went on, and say, hey, look, I love your cruise line. These are the videos I've done. Will you sponsor me? I bet you they take you up on it. It is, Barb. Yeah, pitch them on it. Just say, hey, this is a tough time for them. You love their product. These are your videos. Send them a link. Would you consider sponsoring me? I really would, because you have great videos. You spoke positively. Believe me, they need all the help they can get. Yeah, go ahead, Michaela. What is it? I would send them all a link to my channel and ask them that, Tweety. It'd take like a half hour to send them to them all. Yeah, I would. Hey, where are you at, Heather? I forget. No, nope. I'm not. I'm not, Michaela. Nope. Definitely not. Never even heard of that lady. Oh yeah, those gloves are tough. Once she bit into a few times, she realized the same thing happened at the vet. Once she realized she bit into those gloves and she couldn't hit flesh, it was over. Yeah, New York's a great example, and Detroit's becoming a poster child as well, BJ. Yeah, I never even heard of it. Right. It is. He's a great dog. Yeah, but she could have had it for a long time, Superwoman. That's the bitch about this thing. You know, somebody sneezed at the post office or something. Oh, that's the next thing. I think it's going to be liquor stores and then post offices. I think they need to shut these goddamn post offices down. You go in there, these people are in line right up next to each other. Fucking idiots. Superwoman, did you realize that, if we didn't have all these dumbasses out there, this would have never got off the ground like it did? Oh, really, BJ? Yeah, it's very scary, man. I mean, this is legit. This is like a real reason to be paranoid and scared. This isn't a joke. That a girl, BJ. No, I don't. I mean, I got kind of a cavalier attitude about the whole thing. I mean, I passively hope I don't get it, but if I got it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, if I was your age, Tweety, I'd be like all on this shit. But at this age, I don't really give two shits. I bet you they will, Heather, eventually. Yeah, exactly right. You can get it all sorts of ways. And they're not exactly 100% sure on the transmission. They know ways that you get it for sure, but there's ways that are kind of stifling any findings on that they can't prove. It's airborne, it can last on surfaces, mail, blah, blah, blah. Because she had it before and she was probably asymptomatic. SpaceX. I mean, there's all sorts of people running around that have it, that are asymptomatic. It's like herpes. It's not impossible at all. She's got it. Yeah, she's got the corona flu. That's right, Shirley. Hey, Blue Malvo, how you doing? Good morning. I'm gonna get rid of this fucking kook. See you later, SpaceX. Any lunatic that comes on here is gonna get blocked. Fucking idiot. Just pay attention to these people that think this is government-initiated population control. This is bullshit. We're overreacting. They're all fucking idiots with no factual data to support what they have to say. Yeah, masks are hard to find. I mean, other places are manufacturing them now, but it's still difficult to find. Good, Boom Elbow. Yeah, glad you stopped in. Yeah, but Superwoman Tweet, what are you, 30 years old, Tweet? Tweety doesn't have anything to worry about, Superwoman. I mean, I'm not saying that covering your nose and mouth wouldn't be a good idea, but she's not really in the risk category as the people that are dropping dead. Right, BJ? Oh, that's good, Michaela. No, not yet. Not yet, Blue Malibu. No, I don't think so, Heather. They're going to close liquor stores eventually. Alcoholics can buy their liquor at Walmarts and Myers and other department stores, superstores. They don't need to go to a liquor store. Yeah, that's about it. More than that, Tweety. I'd say more than that. You're not a smoker, are you, Tweety? I don't see why they do that if they did that. Somebody said now it's 13 feet instead of 6. Hey, Leslie. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now too, you guys. Tired. You guys have a good night. I hope you guys don't get it. Good for you, Shirley. Don't do it. Good night, Michaela. Thank you for coming on. Good night, Tweety. Hang in there. You do fine. Get those cruise videos uploaded. Contact those cruise lines. Ask them to sponsor you. You're a perfect example of cruises being a good idea. They need you. Good night, Blue Malibu. Thanks for coming on. It's great. We had a chat this 4 o'clock in the morning. This is super. I'll be on tomorrow at 9 if you guys want to come around. It'll be fun to talk. You too, Leslie. Yeah, Superwoman is great to have around. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, take care. Good night. Yeah, it sucks, Superwoman. It's 10 to 4 a.m. 3:50. Okay, Davey. Yeah, good. Great having you on. Keep that fan away from your face. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Good tonight, PJ. Oh, sucks. Sorry about that, Superwoman. Hey, Frederick. Yep. Good night. Good night, Heather. Yeah, Paul. Send me an email. Keep in touch with you. Best of luck to you. Get a hold of me if you need to. Yep, I'll tell her. Yep, appreciate it. Good night, Davey. Good night, Frederick. Oh, you emailed me twice? Let me see if I got it. Let's see here. You know, I haven't got it yet. It's Tom Reed. Did you send it to the right place? Let me write it down for you again. Make sure you're sending it to that address. Oh, hang in there, Adventures. I haven't got it, Paul. Good night, Superwoman. Okay, I'll check him in the morning. I'll send you my phone number. Okay, Paul. You guys have a good night. I'll get a hold of you tomorrow. Thank you. Rico Betty.